Hey, what's up, guys? It's V.D.S Spiegel here with my first One Piece review on chapter 1037. And wow, after coming off a break, I gotta say, man, this chapter hit all the right spots for me as a One Piece fan. From seeing more Luffy versus Kaido, to seeing freaking Zunisha, and to top it off, we get some more Devil Fruit mysteries. Guys, I'm loving this. So, we're gonna hit all these points. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so we're back with the Germa 66 cover story in this chapter, and nothing too big happened this week. We just see Yonji, Reiju staring out into the distance, and Judge is just giving a sigh behind them. What I got from this was, maybe they've escaped already. And Judge is like, well, it's been a real interesting day. But I'm still really interested to see where this cover story goes. I want to see if it'll connect with Wano in a way. We'll see. And hopefully, it's more enjoyable than that Beiji family story. Because no offense to people that like that, but that just was not it. Alright guys, so we get a little update from the Fire Festival, and it looks like the festival is slowly reaching its end. We see a float of Toki, people dancing around it. It's kind of similar to what we saw with Odin a while back, the little balloon of his. So, I'm going to assume these are only allowed because Orochi's not on the island. Because personally, I don't think this would slide, And we start seeing citizens preparing, I guess they're called skyboats, and they start writing on it. And it has messages to like their departed ancestors, family members, friends. It's honestly really kind of sad. Because, we've seen what the citizens have been through being under Orochi's rule. We can all agree Orochi's literal scum, guys. He is garbage. But I think what's going to happen next is these skyboats, they're just going to start floating in the air. This is probably a setup. And we'll finally get a reveal of Onigashima in the sky. And then we'll get all the citizens reacting, being scared and stuff. Because, it's really crazy how nobody's noticed this giant island, skull dome in the sky. You would think one person would see it, but no. Maybe the clouds are just too thick or it's too high. I don't know, man. But definitely when the citizens find out, this tension's gonna skyrocket. More like the birdcage in Dressrosa. Also, I want to mention real quick how I predict the fight's gonna end with Luffy and Kaido. I think we've all considered this too, but I think Luffy will. It can go two ways. Luffy will beat Kaido and knock him down into the flower capital. Everyone sees him, or I'm thinking they both might fall, and they'll fight a bit more than Luffy will finish Kaido off. Either way, I think it's a great way to end a fight between Luffy and Kaido, with the citizens seeing him being defeated. Alright guys, so we cut back to the fight with Kaido and Luffy, and wow. For me, this is where the chapter really took off. So Kaido whips out this random freaking keg of beer in the middle of combat, because, I don't know, maybe he kept it laying around in some magic box that was immune to every attack on top of the Skull Dome. I don't know, guys. Shonen logic? It's One Piece, man. We gotta give it a pass, So, Luffy gets pretty pissed. He's getting drunk. He's, telling Kaido, hey, don't let this be an excuse for me whipping your freaking arse. And Kaido's like, nah, man. I respect you, bro. This is why I'm getting drunk. And Luffy goes in for a elephant gun attack, and Kaido dodges swiftly with the drunken dragon Bagua. And he's cracking up at this point. His emotions are just everywhere. And he transforms into this weird top-heavy version of his hybrid form. He looks really goofy, but no. He gets a direct hit on Luffy with a lightning Ragnarok hit. And this attack just echoes through the performance hall. Like, everybody's seeing this. So now they gotta deal with some fire monster just ravaging through the whole castle. And now they gotta worry about, roof collapsing on them. Kinda sucks for them. But at this point, Kaido's emotional stage just, switching randomly. He's going from sad to mad to happy. It's just so unpredictable right now. So Kaido turned back into his dragon form, and he's just crying at this point. He's talking about how everything just has fallen apart. He couldn't do anything about it. He shoots out, a dragon twister that Luffy swiftly avoids, because let's be honest, whenever Kaido's went dragon form, he hasn't perform too well. He kind of gets his ass whooped, but while he's crying, he goes back into his normal hybrid form, like the normal looking one. And he tries to hit Luffy, but Luffy kicks Kaido in his face with a Conqueror's Coded kick. Man. But Kaido wasn't done. He grabs Luffy with his tail, and they both headbutt each other with a Conqueror's Coded attack. Similar to him headbutting Ulti. Now he's doing Kaido with a Conqueror's Coded attack. Whew. I was freaking loving this. And these two are just going ham right now. But you know what? Kaido won that Conqueror's headbutt duel. And Luffy's like, man, this guy's hockey's getting stronger. That crazy headbutt leads to Kaido becoming, more sober again. He starts becoming more of like a drunk mad guy. He shoots a Piccolo beam at Luffy. And I know, it has a name. But, it just reminds me of Piccolo and the Namekians from Dragon Ball. They look weird shooting beams out their mouth. But just when we thought this fight was slowing down, Luffy dodges the blast breath. He attacks Kaido with a rock Gatling, and Kaido counters with a fury of blows from his Kanabo. And this is just looking crazy. I think Kaido says Kundali Dragon Swarm. That's his counter to Luffy's rock gun. Maybe I butchered your name, but it is what it is. And at this point, they're just countering each other, so it's like blow for blow until they both manage to hit each other in their chops. Kaido tries to hit Luffy again, but Luffy dodges, and swiftly he goes gear second and kicks Kaido with a Conqueror's Coded kick right in his stomach. After reading that, man, you need a breather, man. Honestly. So that ended the encounter for Luffy and Kaido this chapter. And I think I need to mention that the community, when they first saw this chapter, is mixed reactions during this fight. Because we see Luffy just taking blows from Kaido now. When chapters ago he was getting knocked out from these chapters. Not chapters, attacks. He got knocked out in the beginning of Wano. He's honestly been knocked out by Kaido a lot. But I think we gotta understand at this point that Oda's trying to wrap the story up. He gave his deadline for 2025. Odds are it'll probably go on a little longer. I'm saying 2026, 2027 maybe, but 2025. And I think he's realized that if he's went the pacing past arcs, Luffy would not be Yonko level. Let's be honest. He would not be Yonko level. And it is what it is, guys. But I say we just gotta enjoy One Piece for what it is right now, and just enjoy every second of it. So we cut back to Marie Joie on the Red Line, and the gorosei are talking about how, this year's reverie was just, cursed. Everything went wrong. Anything that could go wrong, it went wrong. And, they're also talking about how Wano's just been unprecedented. Everyone expected Kaido Big Mom to clean house, but that hasn't been happening. It's all out war right now. And they're assuming right now Nico Robin's been captured. But from what we last saw, CP0's still hot on her tail. I think the guy just kicked X-Drake's ass right now, so maybe she'll get captured. I don't think so. I don't think Oda would repeat Robin getting captured again. It would be too repetitive. So we see the government ships again on standby outside of Wano, and I'm not sure if he's talking to the gorosei right now, but this guy is saying, oh man, there's a huge shadow up ahead. Is it an island? And then we cut back to the gorosei, and they're like, no, that's impossible. That fruit is only a legend to us now. It hasn't awakened for centuries upon centuries. Then the Sanji's uncle looking guy's like, then why would the government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? And then they say, it's to erase that fruit's name from the annals of history, isn't it? And we get a shot of Zunisha, faded in black, looking intimidating as a motherfucker. And that's how the chapter ends. We end with Zunisha. So, a lot of theories have been going around of, what this devil fruit is. I think, personally, I want to assume it's the Gomu Gomu no Mi. I feel like it's been mentioned too many times during this arc. by Who's Who. Um, Also, Law awakened his devil fruit, Kid awakened his devil fruit. So, it's kind of seeming like Oda wants to set up Luffy also awakening his devil fruit, or maybe it is awakened already. But I do think it's gonna be Luffy's devil fruit. I'm pretty sure. I'm, I'll say 99.99% sure. If I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. So that's gonna do it for this chapter review. It was my first review. I would say it was pretty rough, but I feel like it'll get better over time the more I do it. But I'm having fun doing this. So I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks.